Yeah, man. This one right here might be one for the books. Books. As in famous.
Why?
You said why?
Yeah.
The story for the books. You know what I'm saying?
People would read it.
Yeah.
It all started on a sleepy winter afternoon in Maryland that turned into a waking nightmare.
Montgomery County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
The Shell station on the corner of Lockwood and New Hampshire Avenue. They just got robbed and somebody got shot. I don't know if somebody got shot, but I heard gunshots.
The cops rushed to the scene, but they're too late. An unknown man has walked into a convenience store, taken out a gun, and fatally shot an employee. It's a seemingly random crime and an apparently isolated incident. That is, until they respond to his address. There, they'll learn something truly disturbing. We don't want to worry about there if you don't have to, it's pretty bad. But he told me that he's going to shoot him. He already told me that. An unprovoked attack and a twist no one could have seen coming, with never-before-seen footage that could be disturbing. Let's dive into the story of Tory Moore. It begins quietly, no warning, no screams heard by neighbors, just an elevator ride, two people stepping inside, unaware that only one of them will ever walk out alive. In October of 2022, Denise Middleton was 26 years old. She was heavily pregnant, just weeks away from giving birth to a baby boy she had already named. Friends described her as hopeful, emotional, and trying to build a future that finally felt stable. She was preparing for motherhood. She was planning a life. The man beside her that night was Tory Moore, her boyfriend, the father of her unborn child, and the person she trusted most. That trust would cost her everything. Security cameras inside a Maryland apartment complex captured the final confirmed images of Denise Middleton alive. The footage shows her entering the elevator with Moore. They stand close together. There is no visible struggle, no sign of fear, nothing that would suggest what was about to happen behind a closed apartment door. That elevator ride would become the last trace of Denise alive.
I'm sure it doesn't surprise you. Denise was shot, right? Multiple times. Sad. This is one of the saddest cases I've had in Ayalew. I'm sad for so many people involved in this case, including you. It sounds like you had mental illness, she had mental illness. There's a lot going on, and then we have a tragedy on all kinds of fronts.
She was shot 7 times, at least 4 times in the back. The investigators questioned Tory about their relationship.
So just to go from the beginning.
Yeah.
She was staying at 619 University Boulevard East.
Yeah.
And of course it's a I don't know, a house where, a female stay and they each have a room that they have medication things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been invited over, I've been to her house, but of course she slapped me in and stuff like that, because I guess I'm not supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was one of the things, I saw how they was treating her, and then that, I've been through homelessness with her. She the one that led me to Parker's place.
Tory.
You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much, like you can have your own place.
Yeah.
And be rent free and still get your money. But instead, these people are taking your money for a room and giving you medicine that you probably don't need. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I'm like, yo, niece, for real, you know what I'm saying? Not on top of that, they was trying to illegally evict her. They told her she had to leave in 10 days, and
so she kind of had to go anyway.
Right, she don't have no way to go, but at the same time, she didn't have to leave that place, but she didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting her know, they can't. That's illegal. That's illegal.
Yeah, they gotta go through.
Right, they gotta go through the courts to do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, you can stay at my house. You know when somebody keep calling you and really somebody they want to be with you. So it was just kind of shaking my soul a little bit, personally, I feel like you want to come home.
Yeah.
But. You're nervous, but I'm the only one that you got. Ain't nobody else trying to get her home.
Right.
Like her pops, her sister, nobody else cares.
I know.
So it's I sent her a bus ticket and an Uber, man.
So you send her Uber or bus or whatever. She comes from Virginia
back to Maryland.
To Maryland. And then you're there for probably, a few months? Or?
Yeah, we were staying together for months. And she came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'd always come back. And that's what, I guess that's what did me. Like, you say that you don't want to be here or you don't want me, but you always end up coming back. I walked to the 7-Eleven and she's staring with some other dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So you come back October 8th,
Yeah.
and that's when the whole story that you told me the other day happened. When you guys are coming, she's complaining about some of you not using the bathroom, or some using the bathroom, and then you have like a little thing downstairs where she gets pushed down.
I said we was coming from somewhere, and she had she wanted to use the bathroom, but I'm like, oh, we probably up the street from the house. You know what I'm saying? Like
the bathroom in your house.
Right, yeah. So I'm like, why? You know, she wanted to argue, but I stopped. Didn't even push her and stuff like that. I'm not boxing her. I pushed her.
Just pushed her.
Right, and she fell all the way to the ground. Like, she's slicing it. Like, I didn't push her that hard. You see how much bigger she is than me?
Right.
But I didn't push you that hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you slice her. So it's like, now I'm trying to help you up. You know? Like, come on, get up, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? So and it's just like you're just trying to make me look like I'm gonna get back now. So then I get in the house and we still like fighting and wrestling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I end up throwing up again. You know, that was on the side where she was at, but she was still living. You know what I'm saying? Right. We were still like going through it there. You know what I'm saying? When I left her, she was still living.
What happened next was hidden from the world for nearly 2 months. Inside their apartment, Denise was shot multiple times. The violence was sudden. Prosecutors later described the attack as deliberate and controlled. Denise never had the chance to escape. Her unborn child, nearly full term, died with her. And then, something far more disturbing occurred. Tory Moore did not call for help. He did not report an accident. He did not flee immediately, and instead he stayed.
I mean, that's where I think it's the most important part of the story. And I understand why you may not want to tell us. But because I think you A, have to admit it to yourself, and B, it's a tough thing to do. But like I told you the first time I met you, you seem just like a good dude, you seem spiritual, and at the end of the day, people are gonna look at this story and they're gonna think, like, I'm just trying to be as objective as I can. People are gonna think you did it. And they're gonna be like, was he remorseful about that? Because just like with this thing at the store, there was an explanation. They're whacking you with a pole, right? Yeah. Like you said, there's only so much you can take. You're not an animal. You come in there trying to get a nice tea, they're whacking you with a pole.
But no,
this is some store policy. What the heck's going on, right? So you see how you could go from, oh, they just robbed the store for iced tea, shot the clerk, to, oh man, there's a lot more to this story. Just like that, with her, I think there's so much to this story.
Things, you go to New York, same thing. You're trying to show her a good time, trying to show her the better things in life, because for whatever reason, until meeting you, she wasn't experiencing that. We spoke to her family, and her family was like, you know, you've been mistreated by people, not you, but by like past boyfriends. And her father told me that she kept telling him, okay, I don't know if you met her dad,
I met her father,
but she kept telling him how much she loved you. Right. You get back to Silver Spring, and then the cycle starts again, where she's turning on you, and then the argument becomes physical, and you guys start fighting and whatnot. What happened upstairs in the apartment is a tragedy, and it takes a big person to be able to accept responsibility. And the bottom line, I'm going to say it flat out, you shot her. And when you shot her, that made you sick to your stomach.
No, that's not what happened.
That's exactly
what happened. I already threw up. I promise. You know what I mean? I didn't shoot her. Like, we was fighting, and I told her, like, she had already saw me getting sick. You know what I'm saying? I got sick on the bus, or before we got on the bus. I threw up on my slippers or whatever I was wearing. I threw
no matter when you throw up.
And then I threw up more than once, is what I'm trying to tell you.
And we just let evidence, they're going to say the showcasings are the same, your DNA, we just got it, so we're going to get it done in 2-3 hours. They're going to say the DNA is the same on both showcasings. So for us, do we need some kind of explanation? No, we really don't. But for you, I think for you, it is so important, just like you explain your stuff in the store. If we didn't have the video, let's say we didn't have the video. Can you imagine? You think the store people would have told us they were whacking you with it? No.
So y'all don't see that she got like restraining orders. She had reported her house being like. Imagine this, right? So imagine I'm dealing with Denise, right? But the whole time I'm dealing with her, I'm asking her questions like, "Yo, Denise, what's going on?" Like, and you acting weird. So like, maybe you gotta look at it like this. Like, I bet ask her stuff like this. Like, is anybody following you? Like, are you running from somebody and you just don't want to tell me, or what's going on? It's the same gun, more than likely, because I found that gun on my bed when I got home.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody obviously either left it there so because they didn't want to have it, or they was trying to frame it. Are we being recorded?
Yeah.
We gonna be recorded?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to.
No, it's all right. That's all right.
It's a new.
I just wanted to be sure.
No, and I don't want to lie to you. It's a new law we have that we can, for all murders and homicides, we have to report.
Okay.
So we can't say, all right, well, I'm saying he said that, and you guys said that.
Right.
So we're just trying to be fair to you, but I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So I mean, with that being said, man.
I don't
want to sit here and I don't like to give people sob stories because I'm saying, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? And I personally feel other than people.
Please tell us, Mr. Moore. I'm asking you as a person, if something went down between you and her and there's a good explanation for this, just like there's a good explanation at the store, please, Mr. Moore, tell us. It's important. Please, it's important for all of us. It's important for you, it's important for her, it's important for the baby that died, man. It's so important, please.
After killing Denise, Moore covered her body with a blanket and left her inside the apartment. Days passed, then weeks. The body began to decompose, and Moore continued to live there. He slept, he ate, he used his phone. He searched the internet for disturbing questions. How long a body takes to smell, how decomposition works, how to avoid detection. Outside that apartment, life went on as usual. No missing persons report was filed immediately. Denise's absence went largely unnoticed. The silence surrounding her disappearance allowed Moore to move freely, and it would lead to another innocent life being taken. Nearly 2 months later, in December 2022, Moore walked into a convenience store just across the street from his apartment. He had been banned from the store previously, but that didn't stop him. Inside was Ayalew Wondimu, a 61-year-old clerk known by customers as kind, quiet, and hardworking. He was simply doing his job when Moore entered. An argument broke out. It was brief. It was trivial. Surveillance footage showed Moore becoming agitated. Then in a matter of seconds, Moore pulled out a gun and shot Wondimu at close range. The store erupted in chaos. Customers screamed. Moore fled. This time, there was no silence. There were witnesses, there were cameras, and there was a body in public view. Police responded immediately. Investigators quickly linked Moore to the convenience store shooting. What they didn't yet know was that the most horrifying discovery was waiting just steps away, inside his apartment.
Can I give you his description while it's still in my head?
Yes, go ahead.
He had on khaki pants, a blue shirt with a blue do-rag covering his head, with a gray hat, with a blue hoodie, and then a tan coat. He walked from the gas station over across the street. He's barely breathing, but he's been shot in his chest twice. He's been shot in the heart area. I don't think.
Okay, give me one moment, okay? What is your name? And about how many minutes ago did this happen?
This as soon as I called you, probably a minute.
Is there only one person that's shot?
There's only one person that's shot.
Okay, and the suspect was walking away?
He walked away. He walked into the on-site apartments across the street, so I don't know where he went from there.
Okay, one moment. The person who's bleeding, is there something you can grab, like a towel or something, to put pressure on the wounds?
He is dead.
So he's beyond help?
He is dead.
Where is he? What is the worker's name? One is Makrit.
The one that was shot.
Is Ayalew.
Can you spell it?
AY.
Sorry, one more time. 01.
All the employees are in a state of shock.
Did you guys see anything?
There's a video right there.
Yeah.
The surveillance person I'm looking at now.
Called so many times for this guy. Cops, they don't catch him. They do so many stupid stuff, and people die like this.
When officers entered the residence the next day, they were met with a smell that told them something was terribly wrong. Inside, they found Denise Middleton's decomposing body hidden under a blanket, exactly where Moore had left her weeks earlier. The medical examiner confirmed what prosecutors already suspected. Denise had been murdered in October. Her unborn baby was viable at the time of death, capable of surviving outside the womb. 2 murders, 2 locations, 1 killer. Detectives struggled to understand how Moore had managed to live among neighbors while concealing such a crime. The psychological aspect of the case became impossible to ignore. The defense would later argue that Moore suffered from severe mental illness, schizophrenia, delusions, a fractured sense of reality. But prosecutors presented a different picture, one of awareness, planning, and control. They pointed to his online searches, his efforts to conceal the body, his ability to function in public, and the fact that he committed a second murder weeks later. This, they argued, was not confusion. It was choice. Moore was charged with multiple counts of first-degree murder, including the murder of Denise Middleton, her unborn child, and Ayalew Wondimu. The charge related to the unborn child was unprecedented in the county. Prosecutors had to prove that the fetus was viable, that the baby could have lived if Denise had survived. Medical testimony confirmed it. The jury convicted Moore on all major counts. 3 lives lost. 3 life sentences imposed, to be served consecutively. Moore will almost certainly die in prison. Denise Middleton never got to become the mother she dreamed of being. Her family lost a daughter. Her child never took a first breath. Ayalew Wondimu's family lost a husband, a father, a grandfather, a man who went to work and never came home. And all of it traces back to one man, one apartment, and one moment of irreversible violence. This case isn't remembered only for its brutality. It lingers because of the silence, because of the time that passed, because a man lived beside death and then killed again. It forces uncomfortable questions. How many crimes go unnoticed? How thin is the line between private violence and public tragedy? And how many warning signs are missed until it's too late? At Crime Hunter, we don't tell these stories for shock. We tell them so the victims are remembered, not forgotten, so the truth stays alive, and so justice is never reduced to just a headline. If this story affected you, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters here, and we read every single one. If you want more deep, real, uncompromising true crime documentaries, subscribe to Crime Hunter and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. And if you believe these stories deserve to be heard, hit like. It helps this video reach more people and keeps these names alive. Thank you for watching. Stay aware, stay safe. This is Crime Hunter.